Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I will be reading to you from the Angel Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine. I have just completed a review of this deck, so if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Radleigh and the company that made the Illustrations Fantasy Graphics led by Steve A. Roberts, I will put a link to that video in the description box below. But for now, one of the tarot spreads that Radleigh recommends in his book is the classic, they call the Celtic Cross, the ancient Celtic Cross, which is not ancient. It was actually written by A.E. Waite for his book, Pictorial Key to the Tarot, back in 1909. So, unless you consider 1909 to be ancient, 9 of air there, okay. It's not ancient, but it's a really great spread that's good for general purpose readings, which is what we're going to do today. All right, I'm going to cut the cards. And so we're going to start with the 9 of air, and that's going to be our signature card today. 9 of air, the little flavor text says, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. We have this beautiful picture of unicorns, some of which are asleep and some of which just can't. Let's look at it closer. Yeah. So the air suit is all unicorns. So we're going to put that in the middle of our board here. 9 of air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. A lot of stress. So we're going to start with the stress. And we're going to see what's causing the stress. What's going with this stress? Queen of water. Tender-hearted, empathic, patient, loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, taking care of yourself and others. So the opportunity here in this stress is to really lean into your intuition and figure out, how to be patient and loving in a situation that may be causing some stress. Could be a family situation, could be a romantic relationship. When we're dealing with water, we're going to be dealing with feelings. When we're dealing with air, we're trying to deal with how to make sense of things, the logical side of things. So, sort of this merger between logic and emotion, and how are we going to navigate this? How are we going to navigate this? All right, let's look for a little bit of guidance in this situation. What's our guidance here? 6 of air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Okay, this too shall pass. And that is the message from above, the guidance, is that this too shall pass. And not only will it pass, but it's going to take you to a higher level of your personal understanding, your spiritual understanding, maybe the understanding of the relationship that's involved here. You're going to grow and evolve as a result of the opportunity that this perhaps stressful situation has brought. At the root of it, 3 of water, celebrations, weddings, graduations, birth announcements, and the need to have more fun. So, at the root of this, celebrations, weddings, and graduations, the celebration itself is great. But when you get through the celebration, there's the stress of actually having to deal with what has transpired from the celebration. So, at the time of this recording, I'm in the middle of the summer, so there's probably a lot of people who just graduated from a program of study, and it's like, okay, now I got to go get a job. Or now I want to find a job. Maybe you already have a job, but you want to find a job that is going to utilize these new talents and skills that you've honed. I want to go use this education. I want to use this thing that I've cultivated in my life. And so we're at this period of uncertainty where the joy of having completed something, or the joy of being in a new relationship, now you have to figure out how to navigate the relationship. So while the 3 of water by itself is a really fun card, when we put it in the context of being right under the 9 of air, it's like, and then what? We've got there, and then what? What are we going to do now? Okay, so let's see what we're doing now. Let's go. The past card is the 2 of water. 2 of water. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So, a little bit like what we were saying there. Let's look how they relate to each other. So we have the 3 of water down here. Two of water down here. So the growth and development has been happening. And perhaps if there was conflict here with that 9 of air and the Queen of water, there's been a positive resolution, or you're moving towards positive resolution. Need to have more fun. Let's look at the future. We're going into a period of renewal with Archangel Jeremiel. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment. Time to move in a new direction. So card number 20 in mini decks is also what they call the judgment card, not in being judged or judging other people. That would be more of the justice card, but in more of the spirit of what Radleigh's talking about here, of renewal, where you have the summoning of the angels, towards the calling of the angels towards the higher spiritual purpose. So perhaps you've gone through, or you're in a relationship and you're wondering what the purpose is and it's been frustrating you. You've completed the course of study. How do I use it? How do I improve my situation? How do I progress? And while you've had some resolution, the advice is that things are looking up. The difficult situation is coming to an end, and you're coming to a point where you are fulfilling that calling. You're getting into the calling. You're rising above. You're making those changes. Let's see if Radleigh's got something to augment that in his book here. The angel sent you this card because you're either near the end of a project or at a crossroads on the threshold of making an important change. It's time to do some evaluation, make thoughtful judgments regarding your life, and make confident choices. Rest easy knowing you've prepared well. And that's down here in the 3 of Cups. This was all your preparation. And so while you've celebrated your success, and that is a good thing, to celebrate successes as you go along, you also know that there's the and then what. And here it is that you're bringing these things together into a viable solution. It is working for you. You are going to be able to put all of these things together. So whether it's a program of study that yields a new job or a new certification, or something in the career field, or a new relationship that is yielding emotional benefits, it's coming together just the way it needs to. And that's a beautiful thing. All right, so how are you seeing in all of this? The self. The sun, the Archangel Uriel. Beautiful. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So you may be in a little bit stressful position, but there is plenty of room for confidence here. That the things that you've prepared for are coming to fruition, and they're coming into fruition in the timing and the way that they need to. 7 of fire in your environment. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. That's always good advice. Choose your battles wisely. So again, you know what you've studied and what you've prepared for and how it's going. Don't let other people who don't know you or your situation so well try and sway you in a different direction, because go ahead and stand by the decisions you've made. They're sound, they're quality, they're going to work out. So just the passing fireballs of strangers, feel free to ignore those. Feel free to ignore those. Okay, hopes and fears, Ace of Water. Falling in love with the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So a lot of things can be going on in this Ace of Water. The important thing always to remember when we're talking about hopes and fears is these are the constructs of your mind. This is where your mind goes. Is it true? Is it not true? Well, that's up to you to determine, because your focus is going to determine your reality. So how focused are you on perhaps a relationship, on the spiritual growth, on a new place to live, a new way of living, a new life? It's going to be what you want to make out of it. And back to the 6 of air over here, things are looking up. End of a difficult situation, taking a trip, moving onward and upward. So there's really nothing to worry in this Ace of Water. Yes, things are new. It's new emotions. If it means you're moving to a new job, moving into a new place, maybe you just graduated college and you're going to get your own place and got a new job and you're trying to get started. Don't worry about it. You've got the Ace of Water here because it's going to be what you make out of it. it's going to become what you want to feel. That's the beauty of the ace is it's there for you to act upon. It's not going to act upon you. You can that goes, backwards and forwards a little bit. People would like, oh, I want blessings to fall into my lap. It's like, well, blessings are out there if you reach for them, if you pray for them, if you ask for them. So that's your ace of water there. Lots of blessings. A lot of water here. 10 of water in the final outcome. 10 of water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So whether we're talking about a marriage, a new relationship, a new partnership, could be a work partnership, could be a romantic partnership, could be a new job, graduating school, so many ways that this can apply. 10 of water saying this is all working out just the way it needs to. It's going to be very satisfying. It's very rewarding. We've got a little happy mermaid family going on here. Contented and rewarding family life. Emotional and material needs met. Notice emotional and material. So if you're looking for, wow, I want to find a job that's got purpose with the things that I've studied, yes, you will. You will. It's there. It's out there. It's ready to be what you want to make of it. And you're free to stand up for yourself. This is a time to stand up for your dreams. If this was your dream and you're in the process of achieving it, don't let people discourage you. It's your turn to take hold of what has been given to you and make what you want out of it. This is really your time. So you don't have to, please don't expect the worst. That becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as it talks about here in the 9 of air at the very basis. Don't lose sleep over this anymore. Don't, because you've got some patience and love coming in here. It could be from you. It could be from a friend, a mentor, a supporter, a person you're in relationship with. I get a lot of mother love from Queen of Water. A lot of emotional support there. So, yeah, this is your time. It's clearly the decisions you've made in the logic area. Everything else really here is your emotions. Now you're getting a little bit of pushback from the outside, but that's okay. This just serves to strengthen your resolve on what you want, and it'll even kind of help clarify this 9 of air for you. You're like, no, I really want this, and I'm really prepared to move out on this. And you've got a lot of, well, not a lot, but you've got key angelic support here. Here in the future with renewal, in your personal present with the sun. Really, really good support here spiritually. You've got your spiritual team rooting for you, cheering you on, giving you support, but it's up to you to step out and make these things happen. And you will. And you will. You've got everything that you need. And, even be grateful for maybe a little bit of resistance, because that'll just strengthen your resolve over here. And while it may cause you a little bit of stress, it in the long term is bringing you some great satisfaction, because this will help refine. The heat will help you refine what it is that you want, and then you'll be able to attain it. Okay, so this was a really straightforward reading. Whatever transition you happen to be in your life, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, you're on a successful path. And while, we all get a little bit of resistance out there, sometimes that resistance just serves to kind of help us refine what it is that we're looking for, what it is that we want out of a situation. So I think you're heading in a really great direction. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Seems just very positive, very logically structured, even though it's mostly about your emotional state around how you're feeling about this, but you're going in the right direction. So feel encouraged. Feel encouraged. Stay in touch with your angels. They'll keep helping you move forward. They'll keep showing you one step at a time those little bricks in your path. Okay? All right. Well, best wishes to you. I'm glad this is all working out for you, and continue to believe in yourself. Yeah, you've got this all locked down. You're doing great. Okay, my friends. If you like it, hit like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. If you like Radleigh Valentine's work, please check out my other videos about what Radleigh's put out there. Really good stuff. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye for now.